Mary. She's the last one. The painting behind you is nephews that lived in this house. They're the twins, Murray twins. They lived in this house. So the downstairs floor was the living room, dining room, floor, kitchen floor. This was the bedroom floor. There are 2 bedrooms on this floor. Aunt Mary lived on the 3rd floor. We don't go up there. 3rd floor when her nephew and his 5 children lived here. Okay? So we have 2 rooms. That room is a library that the Historical Society uses for, there's maps and paintings and books and a lot of stuff related to Queens. This room has, I'll show you, this room has Victorian furniture that would have been downstairs. You can go in, it's a little dark. Come in. So this is the furniture that would have been in the house. The gold sofa and the large captain desk are original to this property. The sofa has been reupholstered because the other one fell apart. Fabric fell apart, but it's the same kind of fabric that was on there originally. They reproduced it. The wallpaper's reproductions, the draperies are reproductions. They don't really survive 150, 200 years of hanging around. The furniture is here. They always had rocking chair. They had, this is the type of 4-legged chairs that they had. Tables such as this. Distinctive of Victorian furniture is the claw foot. And this is a very nice piece because it has brass claw feet and the typical pineapple center pedestal. If you look on the bottom, it's a pineapple design, which is very typical of Victorian furniture. And a lot of the furniture has claw feet. So the items here is the captain's desk, which has some items on there that relate to this family. Cradle, very typical of the kind of cradles that children slept in. Small chairs, kind of they've seen better days, as you can tell. Small table that was with that. That's the kind of gaslight they had. Like that turns on. You know it does. Like a fun little thing. I don't know where the switch is. It turns on. It's electrified. It wasn't electrified originally. It was originally gas. Candle. These candlesticks come from not this house, another house, but that is the kind of candlestick they would have had. And they would have candles. Those are not real candles anymore. They're battery powered stuff. And the harmonia is the instrument they entertain themselves with. It's a small organ, and it does work, but I don't know how to use it, and we're all afraid to touch it because we might break the bellows. So nobody's allowed to touch it, but it does work. I had somebody try it once. And they have the footstools. They're big on footstools, just like you have one in your home. They have them here. So they petty pointed them. They embroidered them. Typical of the embroidery work was the sampler, the alphabet sampler, and that was what women did when they had nothing else. The small desk is the woman's desk, because when her husband was out on his ship and he was a captain who did import-export, she maintained the household goods, and she kept books about salaries that were given out, what they sold. There was a farm. They did sell things besides their own kitchen garden. They sold what they grew. They had workers who came in and did work for them. The Quakers did not believe in slavery, but the Manhattan, Amsterdam, they did believe in slavery. But the Quakers didn't believe in slavery, so they had workers, some of whom may have been indentured servants, but were not slaves in the respect that once they finished their service, 7 years I think it is, they would let them go out and do other things. But they had people who worked, and they did that. Now, Flushing was a big port, very big port. You wouldn't believe it today, but it's a big port. And you had a river out there, it's called the Flushing River. If see it. It doesn't look like a lovely place, but it was at one point, and that's how they got their stuff out. And Flushing was known for its gardening nurseries, the Hicks, the Parsons, the Bloodgoods, I forget this number, and they would ship their goods out to all over the country. Very big. There's a whole dialogue downstairs about the nursery system, and if you're a Flushing native, you've been to Casino Park, and you've seen some of the original trees are still there. And if you know anything about Flushing, you'll know that the trees, the streets again are named after a lot of people. The section of Murray Hill, which is in Queens and in Manhattan, is named after this family, the Murray family. The streets are named after people who are famous. Francis Lewis was famous. Nathan Sanford was famous. He was a senator. That's why Sanford Avenue is named that. The